Hit it, Steve. Life is a journey, a psychological journey, and Shakespeare knew this. The people who are happiest and most successful are those who pursue the journey all of their lives. Can you find yourself in one of these characters? To be or not to be, know yourself. Hamlet. Hamlet knew himself deeply at one level, but struggled to know himself emotionally. He took his anger out on his mother, rejected his true love, Ophelia. At the end, he knows himself better, but everyone dies. Petruchio, bold, courageous, uses his wit and strategy and insight to get what he wants, a wealthy wife. He overcomes all objections, and when he's warned of Kate's fury, he says, "I've fought lions, battled storms at sea, heard cannons roar." He is a master at conflict resolution. He has tremendous intelligence, emotional intelligence. Beyond the self, once you know yourself, make friends with others. Make friends with their conscious and unconscious minds. Use empathy, feel what others feel. Beatrice and Benedict failed at that test. Rosalind, master team builder. She makes friends with everyone, with nobles, with shepherds, with fools and lovers. She also builds community in the Forest of Arden, where she leads the characters from confusion to self-understanding. The play ends with everyone getting married because there's so much harmony in the Forest of Arden. Be true to yourself, Ophelia. Ophelia is trapped between her love for Hamlet and a father's request to leave Hamlet alone. She does not follow her inner voice, does not listen to her heart. She loses her mind and dies. Cordelia. Cordelia tells the truth, but it costs her everything. She refuses to flatter her father, King Lear, as her sisters do. He disinherits and exiles her. It doesn't turn out well for her, but in the end, there is real healing and resolution between her and her father. Claim calm boundaries. The course of true love never did run smooth. Romeo and Juliet's tragedies stems from the fact that they lacked boundaries and they were highly idealistic. Portia. Portia is a wealthy, composed heiress, but she's bound by a dead father's request to marry the man who chooses the right casket. 3 caskets, one of them has her portrait. So she is able to guide ill-fated suitors away while guiding Bassanio, her true love, to the right casket. She uses patience and guides him away from the glitter of gold and silver. She has great inner discernment. Here we see her dressed as a law clerk in a male's world. Slay the shadow. Lady Macbeth, she's driven by ambition, undone by guilt. She calls upon the spirits to unsex her, and she totally disconnects from her own soul and kills her own light, leading to her madness. Prospero. Prospero is the true Duke of Milan and also a magician. He is exiled from Milan by his brother, who wants to be the Duke. He goes to a deserted island. He's there for 12 years, and causes a storm to come to the island. The storm causes his enemy's ship to wreck on the island, and he has the power now. He has control. Is he going to forgive them or take revenge? As it turns out, Prospero does forgive his enemies, and all of them go home back to Milan. Nurture your soul. Gertrude in Hamlet. Gertrude loses her husband, King Hamlet, to poison. Instead of taking time to grieve to heal her own soul, she unknowingly marries the murderer, who is King Hamlet's brother. Prince Hal, wayward youth. He is hanging out in taverns with Falstaff and his rowdy companions. Falstaff represents illusion, indulgence, but Prince Hal gains spiritual maturity after finding out about the common folk, learning humility. He rises to his true role, which is to be King Henry V. And he's got this, the inner alignment, spiritual maturity. Like Macbeth and his lady, like Hamlet and Ophelia, karma returned to them. Karma does return. Whether it's good or bad karma makes no difference. Karma is for our learning and our refinement.